Hello, ACA. Principal Caven here with this week's Principals Update. We're in the middle of a quarantine, and as you can see, I'm rocking my very humble attempt at a quarantine beard for a few more days at least, and I'm here to give you an update on the status of some of our students and teachers in the middle of our quarantine period. First, I want to say thank you to all of our parents and family and students that have been so patient with us during this quarantine period. We have done well. We've been able to do remote learning, make progress in our classes, and our students and our parents have done exceptionally well staying in touch, in communication, and taking care of everything that needs to be taken care of. So thank you so much for your patience. We don't ever want to have to go on a quarantine like this, but if we do it, we want to make sure we do it right, and I believe that has been the case for these last 2 weeks. I also want to say happy Thanksgiving to all of our family members, all of our ACA family, and whether you're getting together with loved ones or whether you're playing it safe, we understand the wisdom in all of that. We want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving and hope that you have a good one this week. But I did want to get this video out here. We did not have an update last week, and we won't at the end of this week. We kind of just used this one update for these 2 quarantine weeks here, and want to give you a few things to think about and a few updates. First of all, we want to say that all of our students and even staff members that were ill at the beginning of this quarantine, some of them testing positive for coronavirus, are all doing well now, and symptoms are abating, if not gone completely. So we're so thankful. We know that there are going to be positive tests in our community, and we're just thankful to know that God is helping us to recover from all of our sicknesses, and those that do test positive, that it's not a prolonged sickness with many symptoms that are stretching out. So we're thankful for that. That being said, I want to let everybody know that we are absolutely planning on returning to in-class learning Monday, November 30th. That's a week from yesterday. So right after the end of Thanksgiving break, that Sunday is the last day. We're going to return to school Monday, November 30th for all classes, 5 days a week. And we're excited about that. Of course, that leads us right into December, and I believe we have a solid 2.5 weeks, a little bit more than 2, maybe just short of 3 weeks of school, and then it's Christmas break. So we are expecting to be able to continue live in-class sessions all the way up till Christmas break, and we believe and trust in God for our ability to do so. One additional update, we did have pictures scheduled for last week on Tuesday. Obviously that was canceled, rescheduled to be clear. We don't have an exact date for that yet, but we're going to reschedule that for January. We're not going to try to fit it in these weeks in December, just because we don't want to have to keep on rescheduling. So we're going to plan for January. We'll let you know what date that is as soon as possible. If you've already paid for that, you can consider it paid for January when we do it, or if you want to get your money back, that's fine. But we will be issuing those payment options again when we get our schedule in January for the school pictures. Our lunch menu should be out this week, so for December and that November 30th, you should be able to purchase your lunches to make sure that your children have lunches throughout those weeks of school. And one thing that I want all of our family members just to remind, this is, it's really difficult, especially at a private school. One of the things we mentioned at the quarantine is that in a private school, there's not a huge support system like substitute teachers and things like that. So if one of our teachers goes down, then it makes it really difficult for us to continue, and we try our best to do so, but it makes it really difficult. So one of the best things that you can do, we all can do to be a part of this together, is to make sure we are very, very vigilant about symptoms that are present in our household. And our families have done a great job of not sending kids to school that are sick. That's great. That's very helpful. But we also need to make sure that if there is someone in your household that is coronavirus positive, or they have all the symptoms, all right? If you have a family member that's been running a fever for several days, do not send your kid to school, because chances are they have coronavirus and your child is directly exposed. If your child then develops symptoms, and it takes about 4 to 5 days, so you may go 4 to 5 days and well, everyone's fine. Everyone's fine. Well, it takes that long, and in that 4 or 5 days, if they've been at school, then that's when we have this mass exposure, and that's where we have to do mandatory quarantines. So please be very careful about that. I know that it's difficult. Everybody's got jobs and schedules and things, but what we want to avoid is situations where we have to shut down the whole school again, and that will be necessary if we continue to have cases where kids are directly exposed and coming to school. So please keep that in mind. I very much appreciate it. If you have any questions or concerns, please let us know. But once again, we're excited to announce that we're going to return November 30th and get back into the swing of things here on campus at ACA. Until then, have a happy Thanksgiving. And if you have any questions, please contact us on Remind. The office will be closed tomorrow through Monday. But you can contact us and Remind and get someone to talk to, and we'd be happy to talk about any concerns or questions you have. So until Monday, have a great Thanksgiving, and God bless you all.